What is going on, you beautiful lunatics? Guess what? We're going to skip through all the preamble. We're going to skip through all the BS. We're going to get right into price action. Then we're going to look at the chart and see exactly like where we are. And then we're going to talk about two very quick things because I don't want to waste your time with anything today because I know you got important stuff to do with a crypto crash happening. Now, we take a look at the chart right here. The U.S. elections happened over here, but that was not the big story. The big story over here was one of the greatest things that's ever happened to you. Now look at this dip right here. I know you weren't excited about this dip. This was because FTX was a failed experiment, and we found out that SBF has just been lying about it the whole time. The guy who consistently wrecks crypto over and over again for his own personal gain to the tune of about $14.6 billion just got his ass wrecked to the point of he no longer a billionaire. So this was a beautiful, beautiful thing, really brought about in the last 48 hours by CZ Binance. And say what you want about CZ Binance. This guy seems to always have at least an idea and a finger on the pulse of what the communities want in crypto, and has for most of the time kind of delivered, even when we don't like it. He didn't implement the tax that we wanted, but you know what? He did implement a tax because he does listen. Now, we've got some uncertainty going on with the election at this point. We don't have the results clearly, so we don't know exactly what's going on. So expect a little bit of volatility going into this morning, but it should be important. It should be pointed out that Bitcoin did hit a new low in the local area. The previous low was 17,567. It went down to 17,250 today. So if the bottom was not in, it seems like either the bottom is in or we're going to have another flash crash today, and we'll see the bottom get hit right there. But then we'll have some certainty in the market. We will have the bottom from which to spring off of, and I don't think that we're going to be in bad shape for very long. Now, you look at this number. We hit 13 yesterday, down to 13,500. And look at that. It was immediately bought back up to 17. Just consider how aggressive that buyback was right there. That's what's going on right here. So let's move on a little bit. We'll talk about this more on my live stream and in the coming live stream so that you guys have an idea of what's going on. Just stay with me, keep following. And guys, if you're watching me here, I stream every day at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, American time. And you can always come in. We're always talking about Luna Classic. We're always checking in onto our favorite tokens, coins, just to keep you informed. And we have created a news section. So if you want to know what's going on in the markets, then I'm here to tell it to you so that you have that information. But let's move on here. And you can see right here, the overall summary is we're trading at around 1755, which correlates with where we are. Market cap down to $1.15 billion, but the volume is up 141% to $507 million. A lot of people stabilizing, getting out of the market for a little bit of time, waiting for that bottom, waiting for everything to collapse and cave in. That's what's going on. So don't have any concern about it. Don't be worried about it. This thing is going to be just fine. And over here, this is, by the way, this is a crazy opportunity. I'm not saying that you should make this play, but I am saying for a risk of, for somebody who's not risk averse, when you see Terra Classic trading at 2.5 cents, and you've seen it over here time and time and time again, I can't stress this enough. When you see Terra, when you see USTC down here, expect this and expect a spike coming. So I'm expecting that this is going to go from 2.5 up to 5.5. Like this is 100% increase just sitting here waiting to happen right now. So, you know, I'm not sure where you sit. I'm not sure what your idea, what your intentions are, but if you're into a little bit of risk for some major reward, I can think of much worse things than USTC right now. So keep that in mind. Don't ape in because I said so, though. Just remember, go look at the charts for yourself. Do your own research. Figure out what you see. The important thing, however, I'm not a fan of Kwon, but I'm not an opponent of Kwon either. Somebody posted this right here. Rebel Akbar, it says, Luna UST was experimental DeFi. Kwon was transparent about all of this. How the mechanism worked was explained in the white paper. The risks were known. The other was a centralized exchange gambling with their customers' money. There's a difference in what's going on over here, right? This guy's just trying to show you that there is a difference between what was happening over here. Kwon had good intent, plus risks were clearly outlined, plus he did exactly what he said he would. Inventions often fail. It's just that in crypto, you're allowed to participate extremely early for high risk and reward. Failure does not compare to greed and real criminality like SBF. And I want to tie that in. A lot of people call Kwon a criminal for what he did, but he was telling you all this time that this was a risky asset. The end result of that was the risk ended up not being worth it, because the reward, although there for a short time, didn't end up being there for the long time. But the important part was SBF has wrecked you over and over again in this crypto market. He has destroyed tokens, and it is entirely possible that he was part of the collapse of Luna to begin with, because that's the type of lowbrow, seedy scumbag shit that happens when you do business with Sam Bankman-Fried, and it always happens. So just remember that when you're out here trading, and remember who Sam Bankman-Fried is. Never forget that. And finally, over here, I will ask again, how could you not be bullish on LUNC when it has full, and I'm going to call it lunacy from this point on. How could you not be bullish on lunacy when it has the full support from ZZ Binance? And you have to consider this, okay? CZ Binance just went to war with FTX. It lasted 48 hours and they capitulated. And now Binance is performing due diligence in order to buy FTX to save the FTX investors, because CZ Binance knows it's not that he cares or doesn't care. I do believe that he cares, but it's good for business, right? That's the same thing that's happening with CZ holding on to Luna Classic. He will do what's good for business, and he will do what's best for Binance. And if what's best for Binance is to burn tokens, then he will continue to do that, and he will continue to aid in this process. He will be our biggest asset. He will continue to offer alternatives and people and dApps and companies to do business with and partner with. We are on the side of the angels at this point. Am I saying that CZ Binance is an angel? Absolutely not. But I am saying that he's on the side of the angels right now when it comes to us. Moving on. All right, guys, there you have it. That's your news for the day. This is, I think, an important moment for Luna Classic. We're not going to get a giant spike. We're not going to get a huge rally or anything like that. If we do get one, I think it's going to be on USTC first, and then that's where the big money is going to happen. But that's just a guess. I don't really know for sure how this thing's going to play out. I've seen it over and over again, so I think that's where it's going to happen. Luna Classic, look, you're in safe hands. This is a long play. What happens right now, that's really kind of irrelevant. What we're doing is we're hitting the bottom. We're finding that lowest area right now. We're testing it. Then this is where we double bottom, which we did, by the way, in the last couple hours. We have double bottomed, and that is possibly and probably the point from which we start to spring from. But we have to probably retest to see, because this market is a little bit soft and the US market hasn't opened up yet. So we will see what we'll see very soon. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I am always right. Be very careful in your transactions and your trading right now, and we will talk to you guys again very, very soon. I'm looking for the good life, good life.